Hello everyone. Good evening. It's been a while. Been busy in the real world, playing with the real aircraft, which is a nice thing, nice problem to have. But start of a few days off, and I saw that Beyond ATC dropped, I think it was yesterday, so and I was really keen to give that a go. And that's something, a world of AI and flight sim, see how that's developing. So I know it's early access, I know it's got a few limitations, but hey, I thought it's been a while since I had a live stream, so we'll jump on in and we'll take the Fenix A320 from London Luton down to Bordeaux. So we've got a flight plan worked up. We'll see what that looks like, but yeah, we'll take a look at our first look at Beyond ATC. Let's see what that's all about. So we jump on in. We'll get loaded up, and we'll start having a look at the flight plan and so forth, and then we'll have a play with the Beyond ATC program itself. See what that does for us. Dokes, let's get set up. So, flight planning. Oh, excellent. So, in terms of safety security checks, that's all looking good there. Not showing up today, so we don't need his gear levers down. Wipers off. Excellent. Voltages are good on the batteries. Power on. Mining. For the warning computers to do their thing. Fire up. Hope everyone's well, enjoying their Sunday evenings. Luckily, here in the UK, we have a bank holiday weekend, so have a lie in tomorrow for us. It starts loading up, and we'll use GX hopefully do its thing for us. Excellent, looks like it's doing something. Okay, there's the warning computers online. We'll test voice recorder. Good test there. We'll test our APU. Charge squib lights. Master caution and ECAM. And the engines squibs lights. Master caution, ECAM, and pedestal lights. And engine 2. Squibs lights, master caution, ECAM, and pedestal. Excellent. So we can let's fire up the.
Passengers bus is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our EasyJet service.
Bring
Please place your large bags into the
emergency on 2.
Place your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops.
Getting dark, so I'll put the flame light on as well. Probably helps your view of the sim as well. It's a little bit dark.
Please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the
Dokes, right.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure.
This
is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Let's take a look at our flight plan. So, what have we got today? The 86 Kilo Romeo. Correct aircraft, correct engine type. Index 4330. Departing 25, expected runway 29 arrival. Bravo. 6 tons of fuel. Is that right? For the woods. Okay. Have a look at the weather. In Bordeaux. 5, rain showers, visibility 4,000 meters, broken 25, timing cumulonimbus. Alright, okay, I thought we're going somewhere nice. Picked an interesting one there. So, rubbish weather. The deteriorating situation. Wind speeds increasing, visibility dropping. Okay, so today 7 knots, broken 7 feet. Okay, well, weather's interesting in France, certainly. Here in Luton, sunny 6 knot wind from 10 variable. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, no cloud, 14 degrees. So we're off to somewhere worse. Fortunately. Restrictions, not a long flown at Luton, so I don't think there's anything too exciting going other than car park being knocked down. Oh, lots of dust. Sighting there, I don't think. Right, so outside and make sure SX is doing its thing. Right, we've got excellent. We've got a fuel tanker, we've got some people, we've got coaches. Oh, it's all going out here. Look, there we go. Excellent. Fuel's going in. All action there. Good. Okay, right, so we are easy. $6 Kilo Romeo or 0. What was that? Yep. Minus 52. Forecast. Temperature on the ground 13. 33. Pull in the winds. So we're expecting 2.5. We'll see what Beyond ATC give us on the bottom 1 Bravo. And Charlie November Alpha 1 Lima for 2. In the box, wait for a distance. See that much is 492. 901. I'll take that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our EasyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead
Passengers
locker,
bus is
wheels
coming.
first, and keep your small items under
Yokes and
These include laptops,
darts.
duty-free, and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board.
Better for you? I don't know.
Now be fastened, ready for departure.
So essentially we are standard speed with a stop climb of 5,000 feet. 5 in the left turn, 211. A 2,200 MSA zone way through. By departure. And we'll have heading in event of an engine failure, so a bit of crack in the system for that. 244. That secondary will come. Go 254 25 miles. distance. Echo Golf Golf Whiskey will be our return. In on the ILS. Back in for T. No SID. That, and we'll have a hold out there as well. Need it. Or in the box, that's the secondary sorted. Engine failure. Straight out, 25 miles and hold. Just IRSs are aligned, so we'll just cross check that in the box. So we've got runway heading outbound. This secondary. The hold out there. Excellent. Loading to be completed. Alternate fuel. Let's reserve that out. Waiting. Right, I think we'll look at Beyond ATC, shall we? I can bring that up for you. Okay, Beyond ATC. So essentially, you set it all up. A number of options here. Basic key bindings. So you literally just select this box, and it will detect your binding if you push a button. So usual Thrustmaster side stick button. Volumes here. Got the UI sounds, which are the little bleeps you hear in between. I've left those on for now, so we can listen. I've done a bit of a recognition test. It was very short. We're using the premium higher costs voices, so there's free selection off, basic, premium higher cost. So keep it on there. There's no traffic at the moment. Had a play 4,600 there, so that was just a quick play around. Shouted at by a controller. Shouting at me, no! Very interesting. So we're going to see how we get on with this, but that's it. Very simple setup. Not really much you can go wrong with. I've purchased the model, but yeah, still waiting for the traffic piece. So there are your general options there. Green. So you put your sim brief ID in, pulls in the flight plan, hopefully. Like that, you press fly, and let's see what happens. Waiting for connection to sim. Well, that's worrying, isn't it?
Thank you for observing this.
Connection cannot be made. Aborting. Very right. I'm going to restart this. Have a go. Bus cockpit coach, excellent. Fly. Right.
Beyond ATC connected.
Excellent. So it's got our call sign in there. 86 Kilo Romeo. I've got it set to auto tune. That's quite real world. I'd have the pilot not flying tuning the radios in any case, so it takes a bit of workload off. We have auto respond if we need it, but I'm going to make the calls. Everything you can do down here, you can bring up your frequencies, so we can have a listen to the latest. So click that. Minimise
Runway
this.
25. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Luton Airport information Victor. 1750 Zulu. Wind 160 at 6 ceiling 4700 overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 10. QNH 1006. Landing and departing runway 25. Transition
25 it
level
is.
070. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
Right. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll minimise that, make some calls, and hopefully works. Let me request clearance. Clearance, good evening, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, stand 48, information Victor QNH 16, requesting IFR clearance to Bordeaux.
I missed the call sign for that last clearance request. Say again, call sign.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Luton delivery. Thanks for Victor. Expect runway 25, Rod 1 Bravo departure. Squawk 6401.
Expect runway 25, Rod 1 Bravo departure, squawk 6401, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, read back correct. Contact ground 121.75 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.75 when ready, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Right, okay, that should have auto stream me over, yeah, 121.75, so we're on there. So just to, I'll bring that back up again. Show you on the box what it gives you. So basically it captures all the information. You can see taxi to runway, the SID, squawk, ground frequency. Got a constant reminder of what's been issued there. We've got all the other options. You can start, request only, wind check, radio check, so forth. Things. So I'll minimise that again. We'll put the squawk in 6401. One is in, boxed. And so our loading is complete. Yeah. Transferred 28, so we're below 130. We can actually use max low for this one. And those weights in. Performance next. I know one of the restrictions of Beyond ATC Act can't do an departure. Alpha 1. Flexing to 49, flaps 1 from 40 on the speed, so we'll send that over. Box squawks in. Stop climb was 5,000. Okay, looking good. I think we're pretty much there, other than a briefing. So it'll be a left-hand seat departure. ground chart 4. And left-hand seat departure, stop margin for takeoff, where we don't get the margin on the Fenix calculator, but calculated our performance. Engine out SID is straight ahead to 25 miles and hold. We've got that in the secondary. Flight path mapped onto the ND. In terms of hotspots for taxi out, we're expecting probably Delta and Alpha. There's no hotspots on this particular route. Takeoff runways 25, Rodham 1 Bravo, stop climb 5000, MSA's 2200. Had a quick check of the fuel already, and extra time and route reserve will transfer over, so comfortable with the fuel, so that's looking good. In terms of frets, I would say Beyond ATC today, that's a new one. We'll see what happens with that. Obviously there's no other traffic inserted, so that's one less hazard we've not got today. Weather's looking good here, so no real threats, no non-standard operations. We've got a good aircraft, so all good to go. That's, in terms of emergencies on departure, we'll stop for any master cautions below 100 knots. Otherwise, we'll be go-minded today and stop for any flight control issues or master cautions, engine failures and so forth above 100 knots. So we'll be go-minded with the conditions, and Luton is okay to come straight back round to if we need to. Weather here is good. Other London aerodromes will also be good if we need a long runway, so we're good on alternates today. Excellent, so let's get our push and start. So easy 86 Kilo Romeo requests push and start.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Luton ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Push and start approved, faced east. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. On. Six. Going. Excellent.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Green dot speed 212 today.
Locking gear.
Okay, so that'll be a nose left, tail right. Voice here. Up.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Before start checklist, parking brake is now off. Takeoff data is confirmed. The windows are closed. Looking for the little red ring around those. Make sure the locks are popped up. Our phones and bits and pieces, and we pretend those in flight mode. Doors are closed and arm, and beacon is on. Okay, engine mode select as norm, and starting engine 2. I'm using the mini FCU and Tobii eye tracker, Thrustmaster throttles, pedals, and yoke. And Beyond ATC today, so the latest edition. Engine 2 avail, starting engine 1.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions.
Fuel's going in.
Including the following safety
And EGT rise, we've got a light up.
safety card found in your seat pocket contains
Parking brake.
important information about
That.
safety boots, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. I'm now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an
Unlocking
emergency,
gear.
leave all baggage on board. Seatbelt signs are on. We recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
Tow truck disconnected.
Air supply
Bypass
fails,
pin removed.
masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask
Left is clear,
towards you
right
to
is
start the
clear.
oxygen.
Okay, after start checklist. So anti-ice not required. ECAM status is checked.
Hold the mask in place with
It's trim.
pull on each side to adjust.
Down 1.
Your own mask before helping others.
Got a trim. We have
If we land on water, take a life jacket
Neutral.
under your seat. Remove
It's a
the
norm.
pouch and put it
Start.
over your head.
Off.
Half the tapes around your
Armed. Don't need terrain here at Luton. Yeah.
pull the strap to adjust. Do not
Armed.
inflate it inside the
1. There. There.
outside, inflated by
We'll do the flight control checks while we're on stand. Hold on.
needs topping up. Blow into
Oh.
the tube.
Full left.
Light and
Full right. Neutral. And full down. Full up. Neutral. Rudders. Full right. Full left. Neutral. And auto brake max armed.
And seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, request taxi.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, runway 25 taxi via Delta Alpha.
Taxi to runway 25 via Delta and Alpha, easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Hey, Tobii eye tracker. And flight controls are checked, it's taxi checks, flap settings config 1. Climb nav blue 1 FD2, stop climb 5000. 121 blue 140 magenta. Radar predictive wind shear now on, ECAM memo. Cam. Okay, clear left side and clear right side. Delta and Alpha as briefed. It was a bit of a shame we didn't get the traffic with first version of Beyond ATC. That's really what I wanted, was the traffic side, so it gives it that immersion, but obviously VATSIM's great. It doesn't have controllers everywhere all the time. This could plug the gap with it quite well. Clear right side, clear left side. It doesn't allow intersection departures, well, it doesn't program to. I think I'm just going to try and go from Alpha 1, because that's what probably tell me to backtrack. How we get on? So, good. Then we get a handoff.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact Luton Tower 132.55.
Contact Tower 132.55 ED 86 Kilo Romeo. Luton Tower, hello, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is approaching runway 25.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. I didn't get that.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is with you, approaching runway 25 for departure.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Backtrack runway 25. Call when ready for departure.
Backtrack runway 25, call when ready for departure, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Okay, I'm going to backtrack too. So let's get set up. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please. Seats for takeoff. And up checks, cabin is secure. Takeoff runway 25 confirmed. And we need EARA set. Max 1 or 2 are off. Up checks complete. Approach is clear, TCAS is clear. Put him ready from here, see what happens. Not telling us off for not backtracking, so we'll go with that. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is ready for departure.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Luton Tower, wind 160 at 6, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Takeoff. EGT stable. And flex 49 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. .100 knots. E1. And rotates. Positive climb, gear up.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo,
P1.
Contact Luton departure 132.05.
Departure 132.05, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, good day. Okay, just waiting for positive speed trend on lever climb. There it is. Thrust climb, climb auto thrust. Seconds pack 2. We're away. pack on. V-checks. Laps up. Okay, so I think reasonably smooth with Beyond ATC there. So far, anyway. Long way to go. Some nice rain showers down over there. So what we got in terms of icing conditions? We are in icing conditions. Engine anti-ice coming on. Landing lights can come. 5,000 feet restriction, so
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while
supposed to be calling departure. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? Departure low, easy 86 Kilo Romeo is maintaining 5,000 feet.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo Luton departure identified. Climb to flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Mini FC, your action. 160. Cross climb, open climb, full standard. Standard set. 3 times, passing 5-2. Cross checked.
the correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just access as we join you.
I'm actually not used to having people to speak to so often. It's kind of nice having that end-to-end ATC coverage. So cleared 160, 160 blue. The tops there, nice. It's been a nice day in the UK actually. It's out of the Dover this afternoon though. So I've got auto tune of the radios on, so mimicking my first officer doing the radios. Flight level 100, so that's off. We're here. This off. Our standards. Accelerating. Cross checked, and we've got nothing in the radical nav to clear, so we're good there. We can secondary flight plan now. We can copy the active, clear out the engine outside, and we can zero out the cost index. Fast climb. Excellent. So as briefed at the start, we've got some really bad conditions in France. So off to Bordeaux. Weather's not looking very good there. It's gusty winds. Visibility 4,000 meters in rain.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact London radar 118.47.
Contact London 118.47, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Good day, sir. London, hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo is passing flight level 140 for flight level 160.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo London radar, climb to flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Hey, 330 going in the Mini FCU. 330 blue, which is cruise today. I think once Beyond ATC gets integrated with the other traffic, you got that immersion. I think that'll be nice. That'll be really good. Interesting to see how many of you are going to be moving across from VATSIM. Is this going to be the go-to ATC for some? Is it going to be just filling in the gaps? Is it more of a training tool? Is it, you know, for those less confident on VATSIM? I don't know with Beyond ATC. I think once you get the traffic injected, I mean, other traffic has such a big impact on day-to-day, airline operations and pilots. Delays, holding, single engine taxi delays, all those kind of things. It's once you put the traffic in there, really it will add to the immersion. I think there's another step of this, it's going to make it doubly immersive almost if we can get that all talking together. So quite excited for this one, to be honest. How it all comes together and works, and vectoring traffic around and so forth. We've got interesting. And I guess, VATSIM's great when you've got a controller, but a lot of the time you haven't, unfortunately. The other side of VATSIM for me is we've got some pretty professional controllers, but also a lot of pilots which aren't so confident, and that can detract from the immersion. Appreciate everyone's learning and so forth, but there are, when you do listen to the radio in VATSIM, sometimes it can be a little bit immersion destroying sometimes as well. So just listening to the phraseology there in Beyond ATC, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's iCUE standard in all cases. I mean, you wouldn't, probably a few more abbreviations as well we would use as well as but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, we get on with the rest of this flight. So far so good though. Drop a comment in chat, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on this one. It's something you've bought, something you're considering. Okay, your cabin's rising, a little bit warm actually. Let's knock that down a bit. Especially I've got the packs on low, so 25 degrees up here, down the back as well. So I usually get that down to about 22 in my aeroplane. So heading towards Southampton, south coast of the UK, going up a bit down there. We've been cleared to cruising altitude. We'll get a few centre handoffs on the way, I guess. Seems to be detecting voice, no problem. It was only that transfer to our ground where we had an issue so far. Okay, Southampton's on the nose. Sierra Alpha Mike. Terrain radar helps us identify the coast there. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one. I've been long awaiting this, long awaited for me, the Beyond ATC package. I'm quite interested in the world of AI and see what it can do for the flight sim world. Interesting to see how quickly I get through some of that premium voice characters loaded with 50,000. Can purchase another pack for $9.99. I saw on the $9.99 for 250,000, I think. So that's not bad. Depends on how often you fly. Okay, let's have a look at I think it's a bright up here in the sun. Airport. Let's ground charts up for Bordeaux ready. Is it 2.9 or 2.3 we're expecting? Double check. Maybe we'll even get an Asus. And so we get that loaded as well. So the arrival B Charlie November Alpha 1 Lima. Kilo 1 Lima. Right forward. Runway 29 actually, so coming in a little bit. There a prevailing wind off the coast, 2.3 is the normal runway. We've got just shy of 8,000 meters to play with, which is more than Luton, so I can't complain. Preferred a 10,000 meter runway, but hey ho. Speed Alt Star. The Frost Index back in for the cruise 4. Mac Alt Cruise. Transponder all. Line from Luton's runway heading. I don't know anymore. Okay, so coming in here, Charlie November Alpha. So we're going to be below 200 at that point. Above 80 at Bravo Delta 00011. We're into Wagner. We need to be between flight level 120 and altitude 5,000 feet. Bring up the approach. 290. Magna 0. Precision altitude today 360 feet. Might need that. Picking up the weather there. So we got 3000 platform altitude, standard 3-degree glide slope. Just approach, just climb straight ahead to 700 feet, turn right on 040. I mean 4000. Transition altitude is 5000. MSA 2100 feet. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Base charts pulled up ready, and we can brief that up as we get a bit closer. Being out across the channel now. I haven't heard anyone from Beyond ATC for a while. It's gone very quiet. I would have thought I'd get a handoff by now. Let me double check. Last instruction was to climb to flight level 330. Checking the screen. Let me bring that up for you. Can't see I've had a handoff. The past conversation, but no, I think we're being compliant, listening out. By now I would have thought we'd have had a handoff. There's usually a centre change as we climb out of the London TMA. Imagine it will hand us off to Paris. Airspace boundary. So routing takes us just to the east of Jersey, back down on the east coast of France. That routing actually. Yeah, middle of the channel, approaching the airspace boundary, which ATAC. Route towards Nantes, track the coast down, turning into Bordeaux. Straightforward. The weather for arrival. So 290 at 5 knots. You at 1300, broken 1500. 009. 260 at 15, gusting 25. Visibility's 4,000 feet. Rain showers. Broken 2,500. Powering cumulus. Battered 3,000. dBs is quite an exciting weather forecast. And that makes you appreciate the British weather for a change we've had today. Often I'd say that. Be nice to also listen to some other traffic on frequency. This is slightly where the immersion's lost at the moment, with there being no other traffic on Beyond ATC. So obviously there's constant chitter chatter as you fly through London airspace and around the Paris France zone. It's a busy area. Why it sort of feels a bit strangely quiet at the moment. D-box, but as it's connected to the sim. I'll do a radio check. Let me do a radio check. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, radio check.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, readability 5.
Thank you, sir.
Aircraft calling, did not copy.
Okay, well, not be so polite. Okay, he's still there anyway. There's a number of things we can look at. What have we got? So we can call ready for descent. We can request a heading to the next fix and verify our next fix. Request an altitude change.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact Brest radar 120.15. Bye bye.
Contact Brest radar 120.15. Bye bye, sir. Romeo. Brest radar, hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo is maintaining flight level 330.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Brest radar, roger.
Oh, change in accent. Quite realistic. So where were we? We're verifying next fix. We can request an altitude change. Quite useful. We've got step climbs. Request direct to fix. Submit some PIREPs for turbulence or icing. As we just tried, we can also request a radio check. So there's a few bits we can do there. So, speaking to Brest radar. Still working. It's very useful as well, obviously, to have that script and highlighting of the last instructions there as well. So you know, it's something you don't have in VATSIM. Sometimes forget what's being said. Cool, isn't it? Kind of mimics the first officer writing everything down. We do get the last instruction there in purple. Last sort of clearance, if you like. Which is useful, yeah. Company message received. Let's see what we've done now. 23-minute delay. Evening, EJ Pilot. How are you? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, EJ Pilot. Testing out Beyond ATC. So, in summary, in case you missed the start there, voice recognition's been very good. Probably lacked a centre change or two. Pretty quiet on frequency because there's no traffic. So that's the one thing it is missing for immersion is the rest of the traffic, which is obviously to come. So I think once that's added in, be a lot more immersive, but yeah, voice recognition's been very good so far. Nice golden clouds, the sunset there, and we're heading towards leaving the nice British weather for a change behind and heading into pretty awful weather at Bordeaux. So we're passing almost a beam Jersey. Let's have a look. It is down there. Jersey Airport. I think we can almost make it out there. It's on the west side of the island. And where I go to a lot. Good for practicing the short runway ups down there on the island of Jersey. Common one for a diversion as well, and the not so much. Well, this time of year still, certainly in the winter, the fog rolls in down there. You know about it, and that's usually a diversion back to the UK as well. Great for the passengers. I feel like I want to test the ATC out. What shall I ask it? I suppose we're limited to those functions. I'll bring them up again. Let's have a look at the Beyond ATC box, shall we? Up there. LD, yeah, you're right. The radio silence is a bit odd. I have to keep checking that I'm logged in. But obviously, this is early release. We've got traffic coming, and I think when that traffic's added, you know, this is going to be a lot more interesting. So, so what can we call for radius? Verify next fix. So let's ask it to verify the next fix. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, please could you verify our next fix?
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, I didn't get that.
Oh, maybe I'll just have to be the point. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, verify next fix.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. I show you going direct to Palau, then to Rennes Vioja.
Thank you. Okay. Click that.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo experiencing turbulence, flight level 330.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, say intensity.
Light turbulence, easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
It's making conversation.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Roger. Thanks for the PIREP.
Okay. So if you press one of these, it does its own thing. That's interesting. Okay, and obviously you can have auto respond, you can turn that on. If you pick these headphones, it gives you your frequencies. So presumably this is all the... Oh, what's in our box at the moment? We've got 120, 150. Zero 150. It's not one of these. So. Yep, straightforward to use. What are the two switches under the range selector? I mean these ones, EJ Pilot? If those you're referring to, then these control what we see on here. So we got VOR2, VOR1. We can change those to off, or we can change them to the automatic direction finder, which I tend to use so often. Have those on VOR. They're both tuned to. They're running VOR at the moment. More for situational awareness up here, but if we're flying VOR approaches and so forth, or overflying beacons on an approach, that's where they come in useful. Just retuning now. There we go. Let's pick up something else. We're further away than 5 miles. Once it gets the ident, so nonce, it's picked up November Tango Sierra. So that system does listen to the Morse on the frequency, and it will, once it gets the 3-letter identifier from the VOR, then displays the VOR identifier on here. If you don't get that, you can go and listen to it yourself. Go on to VOR 1155. Oh, HF. Let's have a look at HF right there. HF1. One thing I don't want to do is mess up my Beyond ATC. Should be able to hear actually on the marker on that, so I'm just wondering. We've got the rad nav. Let's see. It's tuned at the moment, so VOR1. As we've, oh right, okay. So we've overrided that, so answer is 1155. Should be able to hear that. Not getting the identifier for some reason on that. That's how you'd listen to it normally. Check I'm still on frequency, haven't missed anything beyond it. Good. So expecting Bordeaux, 2010 UTC, 50 minutes time, 50. We've got 2 switches, so we can tune either 2 different VORs or a VOR and an ADF, for example. There may be situations on, say, a missed approach where you'd fly a radial outbound of a VOR and intercept an inbound radial of another VOR, for example, in which case you need to have 2 displayed. So that's why we have 2 generally. So, as I said, we're using the premium voices on Beyond ATC. I think they are pretty good. I like the fact you get the different accents, parts of the world. Obviously something we still get with VATSIM. Pretty realistic, actually. Can't fault the accents and the voices themselves. The terminology is probably a little bit more relaxed in the real world. It seems quite formal. We're still within Beyond ATC. So that can be tweaked over time, but yeah, the one thing notably missing, which is on the way, is the traffic around us. Like I said,
EV86 Kilo Romeo, contact breast radar 124.8.
Contact breast radar 124.8. Thanks for the service. 86 Kilo Romeo.
EV86 Kilo Romeo, you're welcome.
Oh, blimey. Friend there, haven't I? Breast radar, hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo, maintaining flight level 330, inbound Ren.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, breast radar, roger.
Oh, I want to go back to the last one. I've got my friend there. Yeah. Yeah, off there with breast radar. Did do a little bit of a test flight, so I took it out of Luton and just climbed it up on a departure. And as I was accepting my takeoff clearance, Roller shouted, he said, "No! Bit for takeoff!" Runway 25. It's just, he actually raised her voice at me. So they seem to have the ability to also tell you off. The right attitude. Yeah, AI is it's pretty clever. What my son uses for all his homework. Yeah, absolutely. Good practice in prep. Controllers do get pretty annoyed on practicing, don't they? And as I said, I think there's so many. The controllers are good with VATSIM. There's so many pilots that are flying and still learning, and that detracts from the immersion and increases the stress on the controllers. Flying Fox, good evening, welcome. But yeah, I mean, they've all got their pros and cons, haven't they? But I guess it's, for me, if you throw the traffic into this, it's a winner. Great to see how that vectors it and coordinates everything itself around our aircraft. You know, if we were flying up here now, I don't know what the map spy map's looking like, but generally once you get out of London, heading south over France, you haven't got any VATSIM anyway. You just Unicom. It isn't very exciting. So giving me the traffic on Beyond ATC, I think, could edge it for me. Also been playing around with my rudder and side stick sensitivities a lot. I'm still not comfortable with my sensitivities in the Fenix. Trying to get it as close to real world as possible, but ever since I tried the engine out departure, something with the rudder there was just causing major issues. I think there are issues still with the engine out situation on takeoff with the Fenix. Not as comfortable as it is in the real world, put it that way. EJ Pilot, what side stick and throttle do I use? So I'm using the Thrustmaster Airbus kit, the Thrustmaster side stick and the Thrustmaster throttle and the Thrustmaster rudder pedals. I've also got the mini FCU and ToBi tracker running, and I've also got my work flypad running as well. Calculation. Yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Widescreen monitor. Yeah, I'm just trying to, still not fully comfortable with sensitivities. Don't know if it's something in the last update changed and maybe want to retweak that, but a little bit. The side stick's too jerky. The rudder's also pretty twitchy. LD, what's my take on the Fenix ground handling, especially on takeoff, roll and landing? Yeah, that's, I suppose, you know, takeoff's generally okay. It was more when we get the SRS on liftoff. I actually find that I think there's an issue with the performance calculations. Runway, even today's flight as we took off, the runway roll was too long. So I think there is a few tweaks that need to be made in those calculations. That's digressing a little bit, but in terms of tracking, is it perfect? No. And is it the Fenix itself, or is it my sensitivities and my controls? And that's the part I need to get to. Landing, I've got there's, you know, in terms of coming in, it's still floaty and full flaps full on the Fenix, a little bit floaty, which does affect your landing. So yeah, I mean, is it perfect? No, but is it pretty good? Yes, it is pretty close. But how much of that's the simulator itself, and how much of those are my own settings, I don't know. And that's what I'm trying to play with at the moment. But we made that engine out video takeoff. That really it made me re-look at the whole thing, because I was trying to balance the aircraft, not liking rudder input, and it struggled with higher weight to lift off as well. And that isn't my setup, so that's a bit of a Fenix issue. I don't think it's fully correct on the engine out situation. Better than it was.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact breast radar 123.75.
Contact breast radar 123.75, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Good day. As nice as the last one. Breast radar, hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo, maintaining flight level 330 inbound turbo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, breast radar, roger.
But yeah, I think, you know, it's not bad, LD. I think a lot of it does come down to, I guess, well, a bit of a benefit in terms of playing around with a real aircraft, but am I ever going to get it? I find, you know, in the real aircraft, you'd be using heavy footing, really pushing hard on those pedals at times, and, you know, can't really mimic that unless you reduce your sensitivities a long way. It just doesn't feel the same, you know, in sort of the death simulation controls. The side stick itself in the real world is a lot stiffer than the Thrustmaster Yoga got here. It's a heavier and much stiffer in terms of manipulation. Takes a bit more force. But yeah, how many side sticks do you go out and buy before you get comfortable with one? You know, stuff costs a lot of money. Oh, well, EJ Pilot, I've heard all sorts on frequency. There's also the best time to go on fly, and you know, if you want to hear jokes or anything, is the late night. You'll be coming back on flight. When it's quieter in the evenings, you get more of the jokes and the comments from pilots. I've heard all sorts. There's a lot of controllers build up relationships over time. They recognise voices. Pilots, we do get to go into the tower. Say tower at Luton a few times. One of the controllers there particularly well. You know, do recognise each other's voices. Who's who, especially if you're flying in and out of a base quite often. So yeah, there's a bit of banter that goes on, but that's usually when it's quieter, coming back 10, 11 o'clock at night frequencies. Nothing rude, it's just a bit of banter, a few jokes. Okay, so we're not too far out, so we're about up to 70 miles to the top of descent. But I guess we should check that is actually where we want to descend, if not before we get that there. So, in terms of our restrictions, so we've got below 200 there. Let's chuck in my rule. Always helps with descent planning. So Bordeaux, Lima Fox, Bravo Delta. Give me a 30-mile radius around that. Which is, let's put this in plan mode. Go through, see what that gives us. Destination data, get you. The Bravo Delta 002. Really where I want to be at flight level 100. So let's bring up our right. Let's press charts. Yeah, it's about the night charts. Bravo Delta 002. Would be below 1. Okay, so yeah, okay. Above flight level 120 at Wagner. So we can come in now at Bravo Delta 002 at flight level 100. Will assist us. And actually, we're going to be 10,200 there anyway, but I'm going to hard code flight level 100 in there. So my rule of thumb is at 30 miles from the airfield, coming in any direction. We're at flight level 100, 250 knots or below. We'll be able to shoot any approach from any direction. That's a handy check, so we've just sort of made sure that we're not missing a restriction there. Is it calculating us to get us down soon enough? Which it was actually. It was pretty hot on that. So this time, but not always. And some of there are aerodromes without standard terminal arrival routes, and Belfast, for example, doesn't have one, and you've got no ATC online to get you down and back to you and so forth. We do have today, but how helpful it's going to be. We need our own planning, so that's a good rule of thumb. 30 miles from the aerodrome, sorry, flight level 100 or below, 250 knots or below. That will get you set up nicely. So I suppose we can reef up our arrival. We'll get the performance data in, as it was screaming for that, and we need to calculate our top of descent correctly, so we'll just refresh the latest. 280 at 6, broken 500 feet, rain, visibility 2,000 meters. That's pretty bad. So first of all, while we're in the cruise, we'll get 1009 in there. And the most important thing before descent is to get that in the box. A 9 in that. Helps the pressurization system and also descent planning. 80 at 6:15. Minimums, it was 300 and something, wasn't it? Let's have a look. 360 feet. Sounding quite tight on that today. So that wind, actually, we saw a gusting wind earlier. If it was a gusting wind, I would have gone config 3, but I'm going to leave it config full, and if that changes, so we've got approach speed of 137. Velocity, lowest selectable VLS is 132. 5 knot difference, which we got. We'll keep an eye on that. We may add a couple. EJ Pilot, can I do a video on crosswind landing and knowing which way to correct yourself at some point? Absolutely. Always enjoy a crosswind landing. Again, it's one of those where your control settings need to be spot on to affect it properly, but there's obviously a certain point you kick the rudder in and so forth, so we can go through that. Absolutely. What I want to do, actually, I want to do a bit of a live stream, and I'll do circuits, almost depicting or reliving base training. So 6 circuits at one of the training fields somewhere. Let's say Presswicks, someone that gets used. Newquay is another one that gets used somewhere in France and Italy as well. We'll find a decent strip and perhaps do some circuits somewhere as well. I'd like to do that. So let's brief up this arrival before we get down. So guidance for the approach. We're going to have an ILS approach into runway
6 Kilo Romeo, Sina 1 Lima, runway 23. Report ready for descent.
Will report ready for descent. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, descend to flight level 140.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. Descend flight level 140, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Can we delay descent, please? Oh, and ready. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Right, let's brief the approach. So it was a ILS runway 29er. Config full. Guess we should also calculate the landing performance. That's pretty important, isn't it? Especially as I would say we've got some good to medium braking. Landing weight, we'll do it on the current to be worst case. So let's go 60.5. Cut that in there. So we're just okay with low water brake. Given the conditions, are likely to be standing water. If I throw in max reverse, it doesn't do much, but we do get good deceleration in the high speed phase. I'm going to leave low water brake, max reverse for this one. Headwind of 5 knots. Low water brake selected. So we've calculated landing distance. Use of reverse thrust will be max today. Auto brakes low. Runway exits. So let's have a look. Let's bring up the chart for that one. We'll probably vacate. We may get a taxi down runway 05 and out. We're lucky to be upper 4 given the conditions today. Low water brake. Well, that's vacating by Gulf. But expect to vacate right in any case. Hotspots for taxiing. We do have a hotspot there. Hotspot 5. Whereof that'll be probably conflict inbound and outbound traffic. So we're on the Charlie November Alpha 1 Lima arrival and our MSA. I need to have a look at that as well. 2,100 is the MSA. Approach minimum was 360. Go around trajectory we did discuss earlier, but straight ahead to 700 feet in the right turn onto 040. Intercept and follow the 354 radial from Bravo Mike Charlie. So we want to hard tune Bravo Mike Charlie in the rad nav. Bravo Mike Charlie. This is where you're
6 Kilo Romeo, contact Bordeaux radar 124.2.
Contact Bordeaux radar 124.2, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Good day, sir. So we're coming up top of descent now. Bravo Mike Charlie's can get the course in there as well for that one. So 354 radial as well. So one for you, EJ pilot. Go to VOR. Got our radial tuned in there for the Bravo Mike Charlie, so we can fly that radial on the missed approach if we need it. Tuned. Alright, so let's contact Bordeaux. Let's descend. Bordeaux radar, good evening. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is with you, descending flight level 140.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Bordeaux radar, roger.
40 blue, thrust idle, open descent. Funny accent, man. Almost British. How would you know when to do config full or config free or config full? Yeah, that's a good question, EJ Pilot. Tailwinds, heavy turbulence, you'd go config free. Strong winds in general, gusting conditions, the aircraft is more responsive in config free than full, so less drag. So generally in your windier conditions you go config free. Also airline ops, in terms of drag and fuel consumption, they like you to do config free where you can in a lot of airlines. That is actually my operator's preferred choice, so config free where you can. Think about all those aircraft landing every day, the extra drag between flaps free and flaps full does use a reasonable amount of fuel. You just land faster, so you'll have a longer landing run generally in config free, and you may be heavier on the brakes, so there may be more brake wear, so landing distance is something we factor in as well for config free. Short runways, not great. So, started the descent. Rates on for that. What is the course? So I think you're talking to about the VOR, is that the course? So we can fly a course, obviously inbound or outbound, from a VOR. It's literally picking up a particular track to a VOR. So obviously if you drew a north-south east west radial outside of the VOR, we could pick up the 270 inbound radial. We can fly into that radial, and we'd turn on that radial to track it inbound to the VOR, or coming out the other side of the. We could also fly that radial from coming out of the VOR away from the VOR. So that's the course in relation to what we're looking at in VORs there. Yeah, you can fly the line in or the line out. That might go into, so we're getting a bit below profile now. I'm going to speed descent, vanish descent. Back with ourselves there. So no non-standard operations in terms of threats, it's just the weather really. Beyond ATC controllers. Yeah, we can intercept the course. Perhaps that's one for me to do a separate video on. Demonstrate that, but I can't deviate here. I mean, in that particular scenario we set up for on the missed approach, we would hand fly it. Literally going on to VOR, I'll be looking for these needles, and in picking up that course of 354, I would hand fly that initial turn towards the VOR. We've probably got that in the secondary. Have a look. Yeah, it's in bearing 351 on there, but 354 on the charts. Yeah, it's in there anyway. So we could get the system to take that over, but we could have to fly that. But quite often, initially, it's quite an early turn as well at 700 feet. Probably hand fly it initially, pick it up, and then get nav engaged. Yeah, beacons are a good one. Takes you back to your roots of learning to fly. You spend a lot of time tracking inbound and outbound of VORs as part of your private pilot's license. So you can do a whole tutorial on that one. It's a skill need to maintain and be sharp on, in case we lose flight guidance computers, mail. Could literally be relying on the backup instruments here. Navigate by VORs. And also, I've got a separate video on it. The nav side of the boxes, if this fails, fly doing these VORs here for guidance. EJ Pilot, yeah, I mean, we naturally track a course in. We don't necessarily intercept a particular course to every waypoint. I mean, air traffic control, you know, we imagine there's a line coming out of Charlie November Alpha here, going out to the east. We could fly over here, intercept that radial in, and that may be as we want to avoid terrain here, so that's why they publish certain courses to fly. There's a particular reason. It could be just for noise abatement. The fact that they've got a VOR facility there, they use it to much as they can to their advantage in terms of giving us directions, if you like. But we've got a course here. You know, we're heading 161 inbound Charlie November Alpha. But that's just the line drawn between the last waypoint and this waypoint, so it's direct to. Intercepting a Pacific radial with something inbound or outbound is a little bit different to sort of flight plan routes. These airways obviously would have courses between them, allowing, but
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact Bordeaux radar 125.3.
Contact Bordeaux radar 125.3, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, thank you. Bordeaux radar, hello, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is with you in descent to flight level 140.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Bordeaux radar, roger.
Yeah, VORs, I think, EJ Pilot, just one you need to be shown, I think. It's a different tutorial. It's almost worth me getting the Piper Archer out of a training aircraft and flying around intercepting some VORs, and you sort of understand the principle of it. It's actually, you know, it's quite straightforward once you've had a go and a play at it, but Siggy, thanks for the comment. I'm glad the videos are helping. I'll do my best. I'm not the world's best content creator. I'm learning all the time. Lots of knowledge in the head. It's just putting it into videos is a new skill for me, but I'm enjoying it. Go and have a check at that weather. Visibility is all the 9s now, so I've got lift in the cloud base. Still got 2,000 visibility in the rain, broken at 500 feet. Sorry, that's temporary becoming 2,000, so okay, so it's a deteriorating situation, so wrong.
EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo. 110 in the mini FTU and 110 blue. Something, if you're used to flying Boeings, here's a tip for you. In the Airbus, we verify all our actions using the screen, so we're not looking here for 110, we're looking here for 110. We're not looking here for the pressure, here to verify the pressure. We don't look here for the parking brake, we look here for the parking brake. We don't look here for the seat belts, look here for the seat belts. Get the idea. If it doesn't say it's on the screen, it's not on.
EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, contact Aquitaine approach 129.87.
Contact Bordeaux approach 129.87, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo. Approach, good evening, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo is with you, descending flight level 110.
EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, verify information echo.
Affirm information echo on board and Airbus 320, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo.
EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, Aquitaine approach, QNH 1009er, expect the ILS runway 23 with the Wagon 1 transition.
QNH 1009, expect runway 23 with the Wagon 1 transition, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, thank you. Oh great, with runway change. What we want. Yep, it's the main runway. I thought you're pretty much always on that. Due to prevailing wind at Bordeaux, so arrival. Where are you? Down here, approach. Hey, here we go. Platform, 3,000 feet. Missed approach. Right ahead to 3.9. DME from the Bravo Delta, then turn right, max 220 knots onto 040. Standard 3-degree glide slope. Minimums 351. Let's get this in the box. Path to sleep. Back in the transition. So that will clear out.
6 Kilo Romeo, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1009er.
Descend to altitude 3,000 feet on the QNH 1009, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo.
EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo, cleared direct Wagner, cross Wagner at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 23.
Cross Wagner at above altitude 3,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 23, EZ8 6 Kilo Romeo. Okay, got 351. 351 on the bar right, config full. Yep, out that distance. Wagner.
We will shortly be landing. Please ensure your baggage and all personal belongings, including laptops, are safely stowed. Your tray tables must be stowed. armrests down, window blinds open, and your seatbelt fastened.
Right, full speed. So it's going to bring us back 220 knots. The speed brake.
In an emergency, leave all bags to the door. Please help us by handing in rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets will no longer be used.
Final approach pro, thanks for the comments. I appreciate that. Doing my best. Learning the world of video making. So we're nice in conditions. It's looking a bit icy out there. There's some moisture in the air, so so lock start. Picked up the inbound course, but we have been cleared inbound. Yeah, we're high.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Flaps 1, speed checks flaps 1. Gives us a bit of safety margin on the speed brake use. That late runway change sort of helped our descent planning. Got to watch the speed here. Very fine margin between getting down and overspeeding the aircraft. Higgy, yeah, very good question. Why would you fly in the sim when you fly in the real airplane? It's like work simulator, isn't it?
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact Merignac Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Good day, sir. Tower hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo, inbound ILS runway 23.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, Merignac Tower, wind 2806, runway 23 clear to land.
Clear to land, easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
No, easy 86 Kilo Romeo clear to land, runway 23.
Clear to land, runway 23, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. I've always been interested, I've always been flying the sim, to be honest with you, and very much enjoyed the world of simulation and followed it since I've been a child, so I've always played around with the sim and continue to do it. Wide slope star, speed coming back, and peace out. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please, seats for landing.
2,500.
Start to pick up the glide slope properly there. There's the heavy rain coming in. There we go. Engine mode selector ignition for heavy rain down here. Keeps the igniters on, stops the engines flaming out. Low risk, but speed checks, flaps 2. Boilers acted. Gear down. Boilers armed. We're a little bit fast. Laps 3. We'll keep following through as soon as we can on... Oh, blimey, what have I pressed?
2000.
Turn that off. I do apologise. That's me pressing me iPad. At the most crucial point of the flight, obviously, as well. There we go. Yes, it. No judging the landing. Missed approach altitude check. So, landing checklist, cabin secured. Go around altitude check. ECAM memo is landing no blue. Runway lights are coming in. Pretty murky.
500.
It is enough to continue the approach. We've got enough approach loads. Very low. Okay.
100 above.
Autopilot coming out, my control. Cap 1.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Bit of left rudder in. So, decel, reverse, spoilers. 70 knots. Manual braking. Definitely quite poor braking performance.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, exit left at Charlie.
Exit left at Charlie, easy 86 Kilo Romeo, thank you. Me Toby eye tracker.
My pleasure.
Blimey, French girls like me. Right, Charlie. Gonna get a ground handoff.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, contact ground 121.9er.
Contact ground 121.9er, easy 86 Kilo Romeo, good day. Ground hello, easy 86 Kilo Romeo's with you, vacated runway 23.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, request not understood.
Brakes on. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo's with you, request taxi to the gate.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, welcome to Merignac Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
I require assignment, please. Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, say again gate number.
Can you assign my gate, please? Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, gate 6, Charlie taxi via Charlie, Papa 5, hold short runway 29er.
86 via Charlie, Papa 5, hold short 29er, easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Right, have you got that, chat? Right, so left turn, let's have a look, and 4. Parking stand, gate 6, is that Charlie 6? Presume so, so we'll be coming over here. Terminal B, usual place would come into, but hey, we'll go with it. So, get the aircraft, get the ignition come off, flaps are up, let's get cleaned up. I'm off. Fly, I find
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that
flying is more stressful in the sim, you know, than the real world.
portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure
More for me to do in the sim than there is in the real world because I don't have a co-pilot.
underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening.
Put the wiper on, a bit of immersion.
Smoking is not permitted until
Noisy thing.
designated smoking area.
Window scrapers.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today.
It's absolutely chucking it down here. Awful.
EasyJet. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or EasyJet.
The feet per minute add-on is part of the Fly Live piece, which gives the information at the top of your screen as well in regards to the flights. That all comes in one package. Right, I needed to hold short 29er, which is here runway ahead. Our braking performance is rubbish. Is the runway? Easy 86 Kilo Romeo is hovering short of runway 29.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, cross runway 29er at Papa 5. Continue taxi via Papa 5, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey 3.
Cross runway 29, continue taxi via Papa 5, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Negative, continue taxi via Papa 5, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey 3.
Papa 5, Sierra 4, Whiskey 3 for Easy 86 Kilo Romeo. Right, runway's clear. We've got the strobes on to cross the runway.
Negative, continue taxi via Papa 5, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey 3.
Right, hold on a minute. Right, let's get my man up. Acknowledge cross instruction.
Cross runway 29er at Papa 5. Continue taxi via Papa 5, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey 3, Easy 86 Kilo Romeo.
Distracting me, that is. Look, I'm stopping on a runway. Come on, plane. Right, where's my ground chart? Sierra 3, so next right. And we'll be Whiskey 3, Charlie 6. Yep, Sierra 3. Whiskey 5's the next one. I'm sure we'll get told off if we go the wrong way. Get out. I reckon next left. Echo 4, Echo 4. Let's have a look. Actually, we've got the advantage of having to pull up the screen. Let's put up the screen. Echo 4 indeed, as I'm looking at it. You didn't see it there, but it is indeed next left. I can turn the strobes off again now. APU's on. The eye tracker. So what are your thoughts on Beyond ATC, everyone? Purchase or not to purchase? I'm actually quite impressed, especially with the recognition. I think it got us here. Probably 6, that one. Probably 4. Okay. Can't see anything. Probably 4. So maybe last one. We're pretty much where that truck is, I guess. Let's press over there. Probably 6. Here we go. Okay, stand is clear. Should really turn all our lights off. Find the ground crew. I dim it. I'm going to turn them off completely today because I need to have some visibility. Few minds might consider it when not feeling like that sim. I think when the traffic comes on this, I think we got a winner. I quite enjoyed it. Great parking of the truck there. Okay, we've had plenty of cooldown time there. We've got the APU one. Okay. Engine 1 and 2 masters off. Fuel pumps. Definitely turn that thing off. That's my head in. Into below 20%. Get the beacon off and release the passenger. And power on. Deboarding. SX doing its thing. Excellent. Got the chrono there. So, parking checklist. Radar and predictive wind shear is all off. Parking brake is. And we look at the screens. Set. Engines are off. Exterior lights. I will still connect that one off. Fuel pumps are off. Hydraulic pump not required. Excellent. Parking checklist complete. So, I actually quite enjoyed that. Let me just see what Beyond ATC has to say at the end there. Bring that up for you. Oh yeah, I know we were struggling there with the taxi instructions. Actually lost my pen. It fell on the floor. Down, but yeah, it's all there on your screen. So taxi to gate 6 via Papa 5, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey 3. So you have those instructions in there, easy to find. You can also request a wind check as well. Not pressed it.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo radio check.
Easy 86 Kilo Romeo, reading you loud and clear.
Right. Costing me my my points. Let's have a look actually. So premium characters. So we started the flight with 46,600 premium characters. We now have 42,300. Gives you an idea of usage, I guess. That's how many of those we got left. I quite enjoyed that. That's a pretty good stream, I think. Pretty good first test of Beyond ATC. Overall, I'm actually really impressed with the recognition of the AI software there, and the accents and the voices themselves. Does the pilot monitoring always have a pen and paper to write down the instructions? They normally do actually, yeah. Or what you find they'll do is what we normally do. We'll just write them in here. So we'll go Echo 4, Whiskey 6, and so forth, and you just make a little scratch pad in there for yourself, and you can write them into the MCDU. That's a common trick. So yeah, we always got pens and paper, to be honest. For writing down those instructions, but yeah, and totally honestly, flying in the sim is more stressful than flying in the real world. You're a single pilot, there's more to do with ATC instructions, flying the aircraft. Particularly when I did the engine out situation, for example, it took me twice as long to cover off the ECAM actions like that, you know, on that particular flight. So it just shows it is different flying the sim. It's got its own complexity. So yeah, it's it's very different. But hey, it's fun. It tests us. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this one. Appreciate the company. Sorry for the stream starting shortly screen now on final, just to upset everybody. But hey, every day is a school day. Thanks for joining me. Have a good evening. Maybe we'll get another one in tomorrow. Perhaps do the return leg or something else. Let's go somewhere a little bit drier than this. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Have a great evening, and see you on the next one. Take care, all.